Champagne.
I'm really like the nigga. I'm really like the nigga. I'm really like the nigga. That's all facts. That's all facts. All facts. That's all facts. All facts.
Oh, that is me. Champagne Javi here, you feel me? Hold up. It's before anything, nigga. We got to 5K. Now, we got to 5K in like 5-6 months, I think. Like 5-6 months. For some people, that might be a long time I had and I only got 5K, but I'm happy that I got to 5K. So I just want to say thanks to everybody that's been fucking with me. And if you are just like watching this all just to like hate, I mean, thanks too, because you still getting my views up, nigga, so props to you. Second thing is, I am fresh from a kickback. I'm talking like I just got back home and I was thinking of this story time already. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and tell that story too. So like right now it's like 11:30, 2017, my birthday tomorrow. I might drop this shit on my birthday or something like that. Nah, but for real though, it's 3:11 and I'm doing this video. No cap too, I was drinking a little bit. I didn't drink and drive, but I was drinking a little. I'm not drunk, I can tell you that. I'm not drunk, I'm far from drunk, but I'm past tipsy. What's weird is, I didn't even drink that much. That's not the story time. The whole story time is my first time getting hit. So let's go with that. So it's for this all to make sense. Here's what you gotta know. It happened my freshman year. Now, in high school, I was one of those kids that just stayed after school and was just like walking around. I would literally just talk to whoever. Like, and that's how I like learned a lot of my game. It was just from walking up to random like females, like, hey, like, you look gorgeous today type. You feel me? So it was on that type of stuff. But I still didn't have the like stuff that I have now, as far as for like knowledge, the like game that I have now. So look, it was this one girl that was in my class or whatever. This is in like the middle of the year. So it was this one girl who was in like 1 or 2 of my classes. I always thought she was cute, but like it wasn't the cute where like I have to tell her. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like where they're cute, but they're not that cute, where you have to like stop their day and be like, hey, like, you look good today. You feel me? But it was this time, it was after school, right? So we had hopped out of like school at 2:40, and it was like 3:15 as soon as I had like saw her. So a lot of y'all are already asking, hold up, so why are you there for like that long in the first place? I have friends on the basketball team. We would all like walk home like with each other or whatever, as soon as all like the practice were all done or whatever. So I would always like stay for that. It was one time I was walking out, it was in the gate, it was just to see like who was up there or whatever, and I saw her and I was like, and she was like all by herself. I'm like, okay, cool, like, this is easy then, like I ain't gonna worry about nothing. I had like, so walked up and I was like, oh hey, like so and so, like, so what are you still doing here? She was like, well, I'm just like way too lazy to like walk home or whatever. And I was like, where do you live? And she was like, oh, it's like right down this street and then you make a left and it's like right there. I'm like, that's right here, like just go walk home. So then her ass was like, walk with me. And I was like, all right, cool. But look, it was at the time, I didn't think like nothing of it, period. It was just one of those things. Like, okay, so it like was back then, I had no game. I ain't got no game now, but I'm saying like it was back then, I had no real game. So if when she had like said that, like it was nothing that like hit in my mind. I was just being a nice person.
Oh, have the tables have turned.
But anyway, it was like as soon as she had like said it, I was like, I mean, I'm not doing like nothing else. So we're like walking and like we're talking whatever, and we get close to her house, and she was like, I can't wait to like sleep as soon as I go home. And I was like, yeah, like a nap sounds like fire right now. And she was like, oh, like, she's like, oh, like, so why don't you just nap with me? And that's when it clicked in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm in. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I had a rush of anxiety for a cool like 5-10 seconds. No tucks. It was like my heart dropped down to my balls. I'm like, all right, like, it's real and I have to do something now. I don't have to, but she must want to do something, so I'm like, I might as well try to do something anyway. So I was like, all right, cool. So I was playing it off like, you know, nothing. Inside, I'm screaming. I'm talking about, it was on like the inside, like I'm really going dumb to.
Hey you know you've been talking a lot of shit, whispering in my ear, making me feel all hot and bothered and shit, making a motherfucker horny.
So we finally get to her house, whatever. We walk in. I was kind of like thinking, like, as soon as I got there, I'm like, hey, like, are her parents home? But I didn't even ask. I was like, you know what, whatever. If they're home, they're home. But she obviously must not care, so I don't care either. But we got there and there was like nobody home, so I didn't even ask no questions. So we went straight to the room. She was like, hold up, I'm about to get some water. I was all right, fine. So I'm laying in the bed, like chilling. I'm like, all right, like, so what am I gonna do? Like, how do I really like pop it off type? I'm thinking hard, and I was like, you know what, I ain't got like, I was thinking about kissing her. I was like, I don't even want to kiss her. Like, I ain't really for all that. So I was just thinking like the whole time, like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, nothing really came to me. So she had like came back, and I'm like laying down or whatever, and she came and she kind of like put her leg over my, she had put her leg over my like stomach, and she like put her head on my chest. After that, I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Like, oh, that's what you do? Oh, okay. And then we're like watching like something on like TV or whatever. She has her hand, it's like this, like just like, you know, like going up and down. Meanwhile, I'm trying not to be the hardest nigga on the planet, because like by her doing that, I'm like, okay, she want to do something.
Goddamn, you dirty bitch.
It was my dick was thinking the exact same thing. So she starts going lower and lower. Okay, first of all females out there, y'all not slick. As soon as you start to go lower and lower, like, y'all really take a long time. Like, just go ahead and shove your hand down there, for real. She starts going like lower, and you know, like, and it was just like lower and like lower. And she had saw, it was like my print, like, you know, like pretty much. And she like gripped it, and I was like, ugh. Like, it hurt, yet I liked it. It was weird. Anyway, she had like looked up at me, and I was like, please, like, I was like thinking in my head, I was like, please do not kiss me. She put her hand like down there, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah, like, it's go time. She like whips it out. She like was trying to do some cute shit. Her ass like must watch porn, because the shit she was doing like was like the only shit I seen in porn. Like, she was like slapping it on her tongue. I'm like, okay, it ain't getting me nowhere, but it's good for a little show, I guess. She starts going or whatever, and like she's using teeth, and I'm like, nah, like, I'm not with this. Like, it started to hurt. Okay, so what it like felt and damn near looked like is when SpongeBob was eating the like chocolate, and he was like messing with it, and he was putting it like back and forth. Teeth, like, it was just said was like, oh, okay, like, you know, like, sorry or whatever. Okay, so it was after that, it was cool. It was starting to go good or whatever. I don't think I was gonna like nut anytime soon. Yeah, it was, you know, straight. So then she had did some shit where she like stopped sucking, and she was only, you know, right? And then she went down, it was over into the balls. And I was like, so what you gonna do with it? She gargled it. It was after that, like, she had did that, and she was going at it, and it took me like less than like 15 seconds, and I was done. Me being me, I'm thinking as soon as I nut, I'm gonna probably have sex with her later. No. I had nutted, and I kind of like looked at her, and I was like, and I was thinking like, I don't even want to be here right now. I'm 14 years old. I ain't supposed to be in here. I was kind of just like sitting there, and she was like looking at me like smiling. Her ass knew that she had did her shit. Like, she was over here like, yeah. I'm like, you dirty bitch. So I like look at my phone, and one, I didn't get no damn text message. But me being me, I wasn't trying to stay there. I don't like awkward like situations like that. You feel me? So I had acted like I had got a text, and I was like, hey, I'm finna go back and like walk with my like homies or whatever. And she kind of looked like mad. I was like, you know, like leaving. Like, it was like one of those things like, how dare you leave? It was after I like just made you nut like a motherfucker. But she didn't actually say that. So I'm like, well, oh well then. Like, we clean everything up or whatever. I am walking back. It was over onto like campus or whatever. And I'm walking like a jelly, like I'm like picking up sticks, like I'm hitting them on, you know, like freaking stuff. I was over here like fucking like skipping. I almost caught a damn like lizard, but that nigga was too fast. Like, it was just, I was happy as shit. Like, I got my rocks off tight. So I went back to like campus. I'm with the homies, and they was like, so what was you doing? And I was like, I was with a girl, and they was like, so what was you doing? And I was like, nothing really. Like, we just talked. It was like the only thing we did was just like walk home, and then I like walked back over here, and it was like, oh, okay. And that was like the end of it. Like, I mean, it was like years like later on, I had like said it. I was like, hey, I'm not sure if you knew this, but like, you know, it was back in the day I got head from so-and-so. So, you feel me? But that's basically what happened. It was nothing too like wild or nothing like that. If you like this story time, like, comment, subscribe, something. Whoever keeps on leaving that one like dislike, you weird. At least you watched it though, my nigga. So hey, props to you. But yeah, champagne ganger, don't bang. And yeah.
That's all facts, that's all